2, 1.
Hi, I'm Brendan Kane, and tonight I'm going to show you how to make chicken Alfredo with fettucine pasta. Alright, so first off, get the water ready to go here. Let's get this going first. And as we fire her up, let's get that going. We got a flame? We got a flame. Alright. These noodles in here. Now we're just going to let that sit for a minute, because now we're going to work on the chicken. So, for chicken, you got a slice of chicken. I'm going to put it right in here. Then we're going to go over here. Now I had an egg in here, and I'm going to put some more in here in a second. But here we go. All right, I should have put more egg in there first, but you know what? Actually, I think we got enough here. We do have enough. So here's our second piece of chicken. You know, the funny thing about chickens is I have a buddy that lives down in Florida, and he has a chicken coop. And during that last big hurricane that hit there, his chicken disappeared. And I don't know where it is. So I've been looking for a chicken for almost 2 years now. We're going to wash our hands because this is disgusting. We don't want to touch any other utensils in the kitchen with it because you might be transferring disease. It's just safer that way. Now that we're going to start cooking, I don't want to ruin my shirt, so I'm going to put on an apron. All right, and we are good to go. So we've got 2 pieces of chicken here. I'm going to throw this on the skillet with a little bit of olive oil. We're going to get to that right now. Here we go. Let's put a little bit of olive oil. Sprinkle. Just a sprinkle, you know what I mean? Make a couple little zigzags. Spell your name if you want to, but if you've got a long name, I would not do that. Just maybe use your initials. We got a good thing going here with the noodles. See how they're starting to sink in already? That's exactly what you want there. Okay, so the chicken now, these babies are ready to go. Just gonna leave them there. Because in the kitchen, there's one thing that we can't control, and that's the flame. You gotta let the flame do the work. So she's gonna work. And now we are going to start to prep the Alfredo sauce. And it's funny because chicken Alfredo was named after the Canadian explorer Francis Alfredo Poulet. And the very ironic thing about that is, what does poulet mean in French? Chicken. So we got here's 1.5 cups of milk. Sprinkle her on in there and get that flame going. Make sure you have that flame going after you set it. You don't want any accidental fires. That's not good. So next up, heavy cream. Tell you what, when it comes to cream, the best is the heaviest. You don't want to know why? Because they get that big from the big cows, the really big guys. The cows have to weigh over 200 pounds in order to be considered heavy cream. Here we go. Slaughter that in there. And now, since we bought this pre-bought, but you can make it yourself if you want with the residue of the chicken later. But I already got chicken broth. So we're going to put that in there. That's a little WCW right there. Just let that settle. Give it a little bit of a... Do you see the way I'm doing this? Just make sure it's all getting in there. These noodles are... If you have to, you can push them down. Because see, the water gets them hot and they start to bend. So you are okay there. And now, You hear that? That's a cook's best friend right there. That's chicken. All right, so on the side of this dish, I'm gonna make asparagus. Asparagus right here. Now what you want to do with these is, this is the asparagus plant. They are found usually in the northern regions, cooler temperatures, you know, not too humid. And then see the bottom here? This is the good part. We're just gonna take a couple of these here and go. See this? And then when you get up close to that finger, you stop because you don't want to hurt yourself. So we got some asparagus here. We're gonna just throw that in the pan. You don't want to waste space when you got a big pan like this. So you might as well. I am fortunate enough to have a big pan. So we're gonna use all that space, baby. Use it all. All right. All right. So we got that in there. Let's check on our sauce. See what it did there? It's perfect. My mom told me when it does that, that means you've got really good Alfredo sauce going. Alright, so we got the Alfredo going, we got the noodles cooking, we got the chicken on. Everything is flaming, everything is going. Now, they don't tell you this one. Wash your hands. Again, we're not trying to get anyone sick here. That's the goal. And every chef, you got a moral compass, you know? And it tells you, you don't want to get anyone sick. That's not how you want to do it. All right, so I'm going to get a tomato. I'm going to put that in with the asparagus, which is, you see what that's doing there? Do you hear that? That is absolutely beautiful. Oh, wow. Do you see the color on this? Do you see the color going? And now again, do you see how I have not touched the chicken? Leave that there. Do not disturb the chicken. The chicken's got to do their work too. Oh, wow. See, it's doing it again. It's just, ooh, this is perfect. Now is when we're going to add a little bit of pepper. Oh, sorry, the Alfredo sauce, excuse me. A little bit of pepper. Now you can use normal kosher salt, whatever kind of salt you want. This is special Himalayan salt, so it's from the Himalayas. I'm not familiar with the geography of the Himalayas, but I'm pretty sure it's like one of those big rivers like the Amazon. So anyways, we got the chicken going. See how I almost forgot something, guys. Got the, here it is, Parmesan cheese, which I just bought. So it's nice and fresh. And when you do this, not only is it Parmesan, but I like to call it Charmesan. We got a little bit of a thing going here. So just, just play with the dial. You just play with the dial. And you just see how it goes down? It's going to do that sometimes. It's going to do that. That's how it plays. Food loves to play. See how I'm just sprinkling it in there as it grows and sinks? Perfect. All right. Whew, this almost came. It gets hot in the kitchen. I don't know if you knew that, but we're working with actual fire. Pretty amazing, that stuff. So as you can see, we've got a full boil going on over here. So those noodles are cooking. And I hope you set a timer before this. So what about just cook for al dente? 11 to 12 minutes. Depends on you, though. It's up to you. That's why it's fun, because we can all get a little bit creative if we want. You can do whatever you want to do. This is my secret family recipe. So, you know, everyone has their own little spices, their own little treats to make it very tasty. So yeah, I'm just going, as I said earlier, tomato. We're going to give it a nice little slice off the bottom of it. You do not want the bottom of a tomato. And there's your tomato.
That's not a tomato, Brendan.
You're right. See those seeds in there? It's a tomato. Which means it hasn't ripened yet.
I've never heard of a tomato.
You never heard of tomato? My friend, who used to live in Chile, told me that a tomato is one of the most popular dishes that they had when he lived there. Now you see what I'm doing here? You roll the knife over and you roll the knife over. See all that juice? We don't even want it. We don't even want it. So just let it go. See what I'm doing here? Add it. What I'm doing here? Having fun in the kitchen. When you bring colors together, it's fun. It's art. It's music. You know, it's wonderful. So we're all set over here. And now with the Alfredo sauce, you're going to want to add one of my good friends, Alfredo. There we go. Most things in the wild, you know, like a banana skin has its peel. The garlic has its paper, which is actually a pretty decent type of paper back in the 1700s. But the problem was the ink never stayed on it, so it never really caught on. Now, smell it. Oh, you gotta soak it up and enjoy it. We're gonna flip these now. They've been cooking for the perfect amount of time. That's nice and golden brown. You see that? Nice gold. A nice gold color down the middle. Alright. You know what? Let's start really having fun here. Because you know what? You're not cooking if you're not having fun. So, the Alfredo sauce is now finished. As you can see, it's a much thicker element to it, which is how you want it to be in the kitchen. So we're going to turn that off and let it simmer. The noodles, they, too, my friend, are ready. Now here's how you do this. Take the noodles. Oh, you might want to use pot pans. You might want to use pot pan hands. Yeah, we grab a little bit of these guys here. Definitely use pot pan hands. And you just pour it in. Don't worry about the water. The water's gonna leave. The rest is noodles. All right. So the last thing, we'll worry about that later. We want to do is, now that the Alfredo sauce is finished, let me get the parsley. This stuff you don't need. The flavor's right here. Now if you again, you roll, and sprinkle it in. However much or however little flavor you want. Oh, baby. That's got some WCW cooking in there. That's got it. Now these chicken guys, it's looking paper white. See that? It's two. One more time. Let it all cook together. All right. Now, to combine the dishes, the noodles. See how they're dancing? Just gonna put a little bit in here. All right. Alrighty. Now the noodles are cooked, so you don't need to worry about it letting cook anymore. Just gonna let it soak. Soak in here. Okay? Just gonna let it soak. Now, I'm gonna turn the oven off. The stove top off for this chicken. It's not finished cooking. It needs 2 or 3 more minutes. But the final thing here is garlic. Slice it as thin or as thick as you want it. My friends don't like garlic, so I'm gonna cut it real thin. See that? See how thin that is? See how thin that is? She's not even gonna know there's garlic in there. Throw it right in there. Just throw it right in. A little bit of that paper. All right, now let me grab a plate. And when you're plating this dish, you do want to, there we go. See, now it's got the golden edges going. There we go. So make sure those are off. You kind of want to move them together, let it dance, let it sing, however you want it to go. Okay, we've got the plate here. Here's our pasta sauce, our Alfredo sauce. See when it does that? These tongs aren't really, they're not doing a tong job, you know what I mean? Tong, damn it. Son of a tong. All right, so we've got our fettucine Alfredo, which is right here on the dish. Chicken. We're gonna put onto the cutting board. And remember, if there's juices on the cutting board, cutting board, it just means it's going to be more flavor. It's going to be better. It's going to taste good. So, oh wow. Look at that chicken. My word. Right over the sauce. Right over the sauce and noodles, just like that. And then, remember my friend the tong? I'm gonna sing the tong song. You know, take those veggies that you made, and just sprinkle it. Put them right on top. You know, last week my friend asked me what I would do if I had a time machine. And I said, I would go back to the Civil War era and I would feed them my favorite dish. This dish. Look at that. The color, everything about it is beautiful. So I hope you all learned something here. And that is my special chicken Alfredo.
Yum.